Welcome to Rachel Wolf Movement. Today we're going to do a mat routine with gliders. If you don't have gliders, you could use paper plates if you have carpet, or you can use hand towels if you have hard floor surfaces. So I have folded my yoga mat in half. It's just easier for when we get into using the gliders. You don't have to do yours like that if you have more space, but my space is a little limited, so I'm doing it for that reason. So go ahead and come onto your hands and knees. We're going to start with a warm up. And take a deep inhale breath. Exhale it out. As you inhale, start to open the chest. Exhale, round your back, dropping your hips towards the heels. Inhale, rock forward, open the chest. Exhale, round. Inhale, we open. Exhale, rounding the spine. Inhale, open. Exhale, round. 3 more. 2. And last one. Inhale, open. Exhale, round. Shift forwards onto your hands and knees. Place the right hand behind the head. Exhale, tap your right elbow toward your left wrist. Inhale to open the chest. Notice how I'm keeping my left elbow pretty straight. You don't need to lock it out. You can micro bend it, but we're not bending the elbow to go deeper. We're just letting our spine twist independently of what the elbow's doing. 2 more. And last one. And place a hand down. Left hand comes behind the head. Exhale, we twist. Inhale, open. And bring that hand back down. Okay, so I'm going to place my gliders. Since I have hard surfaces, I'm using the soft edge down and placing my feet on the harder edge. Now we're just going to hover the knees and tap down. You're pulling up and in with your lower abs. Deep inhale breath. Exhale, we hover. Keep your hips square and your back straight, so make sure you're not arching or super rounding. We want a nice flat back. 3 more. And 1 more. Okay, bring your gliders pretty close together. They can even touch. You're going to hover those knees off again, and then just see if you can extend the right leg back without moving that left side. Come in. Then the left side, and come back in. This is very challenging, so if you need a modification, what you're gonna do is keep your left knee down, send the right leg back, pull it in, place it down, alternating this way. And you want to try to keep your hips as even as possible as you're coming in. Okay, so you can continue with that, or you're going to hover those knees again, make it a little bit harder as you alternate. Nice flat back, push the floor away. Don't let your shoulder blades squeeze together. Keep them a little separated. We have 2 more each side. You're almost there. And come down, give it a little rest. Take a child's pose, catch your breath. And we're gonna come back up. Okay. I forgot to mention, if you have wrist issues, go onto your elbows. That's gonna feel a lot better than being up on your palms. So for the next one, I'm gonna go on my elbows. You can stay on your palms if you want to. We take the legs out together. Open and close, open and close. Now, if you need a modification, we're gonna do one leg, pull it in, other leg, pull it in. So take it wide, pull it in. Take it wide, pull it in. Or both legs, open and close. One more. And you can bring those knees down. Take another rest in your child's pose and breathe. Okay, now you're going to flip over, coming into a seated position. Heels are on those gliders. You can come into this one of two ways. So you can place yourself on your elbows like this, or you can be up on your palms with fingers turned back, up to you. Now, if you can't do either of those ways, then you might just want to sit up straight, and that's okay too. Okay, so we're gonna lean back a little bit if you can, and then we send the legs out, bending your elbows, keep the shoulders down away from the ears, bend the knees and crunch it in. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, lift. You should feel this in your lower abs. And one more. And you come all the way in. Now send your legs out, and we're just gonna do a little open and close. Holding it here, breathing. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and bring it all the way in. Okay, now we're going to do reverse planks. So you're going to lift up into your reverse plank here, or you can be on your elbows and lift up like this. This might be hard enough as it is. So if this is pretty challenging, you're just gonna stay here doing this movement, or up on your palms. If you have any shoulder issues, then you can do this also with your back up against a couch, and then just focus on lifting the hips to take some pressure off of the shoulders. If you're able to progress it and you want to lift onto your elbows or your palms, we're going to try to slide one leg out and then the other, alternating. Lift your hips up as high as you can. Try not to rotate your pelvis. So as you extend one leg out, don't let the pelvis dip. Keep that hip up. Don't let it drop. Keep that hip up. Good. One more each side. And come all the way down. Okay. Now we're going to sit in a mermaid position. You're going to point your feet to the left. So both feet are pointing to the left. I have my right leg in front, my left leg in back. Now you need both gliders, but we're just gonna use one for now. So you're just gonna have one, and it's going to be right out from your shoulder. Placing the hand there, we reach the left arm up and overhead and press to come all the way in. Try to keep this right shoulder down out of your ear. Same for the left. Make sure you're not doing this type of movement or letting your head come forward. We're going to keep the ear, both ears in alignment with the shoulders. So press out, exhale to lift. Inhale, exhale, lift. Now this hip is gonna come up a little bit. That's okay, just try not to lift it too much. And one more. Now take both hands onto the gliders. We press it out. And we'll lift the chest as you come in. I love this exercise with the gliders because it's very similar to doing Pilates on the reformer, but if you don't have a reformer, you can get the same feeling. It's actually a lot harder to do with the gliders. You have to use your muscles a lot more. 4 more. 3, exhale, lift. Inhale to lower, 2. And 1 more. Whew. You definitely feel your obliques working, your shoulders, your triceps, a lot of muscles working there. Okay, so we're just gonna take the gliders onto the other side, switching the legs. So you just have the one to start. We take the arm up and overhead, exhale as you lift. I'm gonna get just a little closer to the edge so I can get more range of motion. Deep breaths. Be mindful of keeping those shoulders out of the ears. Trying to keep this hip down as best as you can. Three more. And 1 more. Okay, both hands on the gliders. Press it forward, inhale, exhale, lift. Keep the neck in alignment with the spine. 3 more. Inhale, lower, exhale, lift. 1 more. And come all the way in, and you are done. Thank you so much for joining me. See you next time.